Good evening. Absolutely nobody. I just started.
Wednesday. I thought we were doing. So we're going live on Wednesdays. The interview's Thursday.
Good job, love.
I'm
Glad you're following along here.
brilliant. What's going on right
Are something. You are definitely not nothing. We're going to talk shoes today, everybody. Do you prefer 3-inch heels or 6-inch heels? That is the question. And an important question it is. Love?
Yeah.
3-inch or 6-inch? Stiletto or platform?
Well, platform 6-inch because they're more comfortable. Jessica Simpson makes a good platform high heel shoe.
Right.
Or her company, anyway. But just straight stiletto 3-inch because you'll kill yourself in 6-inch. I prefer 4 though. I'm short, so whatever fake height I can get, I'll take.
Right. Hello, newcomer. I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Oh yes, I know what I'm looking for. I was looking for the D-Day map. Why am I talking shoes? We're discussing high heels and fashion versus comfort.
Who's that?
Eric. Obviously. Eric, what type do you wear? 6-inch or 3-inch?
He does it. He wears like 2-inch. He's tall. He doesn't need it. Although, regardless of how tall you are, if you want to rock a 6-inch heel, you should be able to.
He wears 3-inch combat boots, not heels.
Ah.
Even when you're going out in the town and you plan on doing some.
They make sexy combat
some
boots.
Some salsa.
Just ask Steve Madden. I have dressy combat boots, but I'm weird like that, so.
Hello, newcomer. You like your combat boots?
Is that Lucas?
No, it's still Eric.
Oh. Well, you said newcomer, so I assume.
And your cowboy boots. And you wear your combat boots and your cowboy boots when you're out dancing?
Square dancing's a thing.
Yeah, but what about when you're doing the tango? The tango. He says he doesn't dance. What? You don't dance? Then you're no friend of mine.
I don't think he's going to get that reference.
A-Dog has very little faith in you. In your reference getting skills.
Well, unless he watches old episodes of Glee. Or he listens to 80s music.
Who doesn't listen to 80s music?
A lot of people don't listen to 80s music.
He did do Irish dance for a time.
Clog or...
Ooh, we now have 3 viewers. Hello, 2 new viewers.
Do they all belong to us?
Probably. He says he did get the reference.
Oh.
Excuse you very much, non-believer. Oh, Alex says howdy. Hello.
Hi, Alex.
Oh, we have 4 viewers. Oh my goodness, this is the most we've ever had.
Just take a picture.
No, we're tied. This is the tied for the most we've ever had.
Because we had 4 in Disney.
When we were down in Disney, yeah, I think we had 4 or 5. Oh, excellent. So I know this is not We lost one. We've lost a viewer. We're down to 3.
Maybe I accidentally logged on and didn't realize what they were getting into.
Maybe. I know this doesn't have to do with shoes, but I'm very excited, so I'm going to share it with you guys. So I have the map for. Don't worry, I went back up to 4. Don't worry. I have the map for D-Day this weekend, and I have my armband that I always put maps on, and I was having trouble getting it to fit, but I think this will do it. So I get my scissors. Hey, do you have scissors?
No, but I'm very close to the kitchen where there are scissors.
Good, because I'm lacking.
The scissors are upstairs.
I'm lacking precision pressure applicators. Well, Eric, that doesn't help me, but thank you. I appreciate the fact that you have scissors. Okay, so we're discussing shoes today. So obviously Eric has already answered this question. So Alex and the other 2 newcomers, do you guys wear 6-inch heels or 3-inch heels? Which do you prefer? Well, don't all answer at once.
Remember, there's a delay.
No, not for boots. For when you're going out salsa-ing or tango-ing. We've lost one again. I think my jokes are getting to people. But no, okay. So what we're going to discuss today is footwear for the paintball field. Holy crap!
What?
So Benjamin Walsh goes commando, so he doesn't wear shoes at all. But Alex wears 12-inch heels. 12 inches.
That's intense.
That is mighty impressive.
I'm very impressed by the 12-inch heel.
And
That's the whole.
I truly hope that you will send the pictures.
How tall are you? In those heels.
You can get away with 12-inch heels.
And how does your ass look?
Making the booty pop. That's true.
Am I allowed to ask those questions?
Eric with the funny, making the booty pop. Okay, so no, but really what we're going to discuss is footwear today. So as we've been doing our interviews, and this was already a point of contention, but as we've been doing our interviews, there's definitely a rift in footwear. And I didn't realize just how much of a rift there was, because 2 of our members, Luke and Coco, who remain nameless, fight about it all the time. Not like real fighting, but you get my point. So Coco very much always goes with cleats. He wears cleats no matter what. If you saw his interview, he likes soccer cleats. Is that the one he wears? Baseball cleats. He used to wear soccer cleats.
He uses soccer cleats to rep. He uses baseball because of the toe.
Damn, I'm just a little off. I need 3 by 4.5. Yes, baseball ones. That's what he wears. So Luke always wears his boots. So I have what shoes we wear, A-Dog and I. So these are A-Dog shoes. She wears these high-ankled hiking boots.
They're backpacking boots.
Excuse me, backpacking boots.
I'm just saying that's what the lady said when she told me about. That they're specifically for backpackers.
We have what I used to wear on the paintball field. They're
hiking.
They're considered a hiking tennis shoe, is what they are. I used to wear these all the time. Never had any real issues with them, but they did slip in the mud a little bit. And then what I wear now, which are my HK Army Shredders, which are a paintball-specific cleat. So that's what I wear. That's what she wears. That's what I used to wear. I have personally never worn combat boots or army boots, whatever you want to call them, on the paintball field. Not that I have anything necessarily against that per se. I just never have. I want to hear what you guys think. So let the warfare begin. Anyone have any Any input on what they wear? Alex, Ben, Eric? Well, while we're waiting for the delay, because I know there is a delay here, um, let me explain to you why I switched. Oh, Eric says never played in any form of sport shoes like Coco. And then Ben says he wears $20 Barma boots from Walmart with inserts. Okay, well, those are two very different things. Not that Eric really mentioned what he did wear. Eric, what do you wear? So you don't wear sports. And then Alex says, I prefer cleats, but it depends on the weather. If it's rainy, I prefer work combat boots. Okay, so you can switch back and forth depending on the situation. And then Eric wears his black combat boots. So this is good. We have a good kind of wide spectrum on who wears what. So we've got boots with inserts from Walmart. We've got cleats, unless it's raining. And then we've got army boots. And then I wear cleats, and Adog wears boots again. So this is a nice mixture. So well, let me explain whatever is most affordable. I am with you there. Luckily, my shredders were only $40. I think they weren't very much. Um, what is going on with this printer? Print, damn you, print. So let me explain why I happen to switch from what I used to wear to what I do now. So again, I switched from this hiking tennis shoe. It says waterproof on it. It's not. Water resistant, yes, but not waterproof. But these are actually what I wear just pretty much all day. So along with what you guys are saying about cheapness, I just wore the same shoes to paintball that I wear an average day. Guys, stop shopping at Walmart. Please do me a favor. Like, just stop that. I don't care what kind of shoes you get. Just stop buying them from Walmart. Come on, guys. Anyway, um, so I never really had an issue per se with them. They work just fine for me. They're comfortable, although I need new ones at this point. Um, they have some traction on because they are hiking, um, but not a whole lot. So you guys are absolutely right about the mud and such. Tennis shoes. They're comfortable. They're light. I can run pretty easily in them pretty quickly. But I would slip and slide in any muddy weather. But because they are waterproof, I could run through the mud without too much issue. But if it got up into the tongue there, it was still an issue. Um, so I started looking into cleats for traction purposes, uh, but I didn't want to go buy along the price range what everyone's talking about. I didn't want to go buy $100 baseball cleats or something like that because first of all, I don't want to spend that on any shoes. But what if I didn't like them? What if they didn't work for me or didn't fit? And I wouldn't know that until I had tried them on the paintball field, and then I can't return them once I do that. So it posed a problem. So I was looking online and I found some reviews for specific paintball specific cleats. There were a couple of different ones, and this one, the HK Army Shredder, had good reviews. Everyone seemed to like it. No issues really with it. And the thing I really liked about it, the reason I ended up getting it, is because it is basically a tennis shoe with cleats on the bottom. That ends up really being what it is. It's pretty thin on the top, so it lets air in, but it's not waterproof. That sucks. I'll give it that. But you can see on the bottom here, it is quite flat. Get the angle right. It's flat like a tennis shoe is, so it gives you that full foot there, but it does have the arch inside. But then the difference is, so in the center here, if you're walking on concrete or asphalt or gravel or anything like that, this part kind of does the normal footwork because it's not cleat. And then the back and the front do have the cleats on them, especially obviously the front where you're really running through the mud. And and they're pretty good. They're pretty solid. They hold on really well. Um, but also because it is so flat, it's not terribly uncomfortable on flat grounds like concrete or anything. Now, I will notice if I stand on a concrete floor for an hour or so, yeah, I'll notice it. But that's not nearly as bad as like with a soccer cleat or a baseball cleat where you start feeling it after a couple minutes. So that's pretty good. That's kind of why I switched. I haven't had them for even a whole year yet, but I do prefer them over my tennis shoe. Um, I've never personally worn boots. A Dog obviously wears boots all the time. Mud all over the bottom here. Um, A Dog, tell me why you decided on boots because you used to wear something different as well.
I wore the same as what you used to wear.
So basically, just hiking
The
tennis
hiking
shoes.
tennis shoes.
Hiking tennis shoe.
And I wanted to get new ones because I wanted to just have a regular shoe for when we go hiking because we do that a lot on vacation. And so I went to REI and I talked to the woman and I noticed that while running through the woods, I would step down wrong and not necessarily twist my ankle, but my ankle would go one way, my foot would go the other. And it was uncomfortable and be sore. And she mentioned doing the high top ones to support the ankle. And ever since, it's been easier to run through the woods for me.
Okay. So basically, what you're saying is that the high ankle specifically is really good for your ankles because of the way you run.
I just even walking, like if I'm not paying attention to where I'm walking and I step on a root or a branch or a stump, then my ankles are not feeling that unevenness
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not rolling my ankle.
Okay. So the high ankle helps with that. What about grip? Do you find that these grip better than your old shoes do?
Not particularly.
No? Okay.
And I think they're more waterproof than my other ones because I've stepped in mud and water and have not had the effects that the other ones have. But I think it's because of the meshing. Like if you notice on yours, this is mesh and mine's a solid shoe. There's no mesh on it. That's probably
hold it
why.
over here where they can see.
So this is meshed and mine's a solid piece of rubber right there. I find that probably that's helpful in the water.
Right, so they're
debate.
also waterproof for you. Okay, so you prefer boots. Now, have you ever tried cleats?
I have not.
Is there a particular reason or just because you're comfortable with what you have?
Well, I would have to go buy cleats.
And that's probably hard with your shoe size?
No, I'm sure I could find a women's softball cleat if I had to. But I didn't even think about cleats. I'm in the woods. I don't know. I've never thought about it. I like the boots that I have. I have no plans on becoming a professional speed bumper. So right now, I'm sure eventually one day I'll get a birthday or Christmas present with paintball cleats though.
Okay, so that's what we wear. That's why we wear them. So we have, let's see. Luke says hashtag go boots. And Alex responded with hashtag sometimes. Okay, so Alex, you're kind of in between there where you say you most of the time wear cleats, but if it's rainy or really muddy, you'd rather go for the boots. So in my mind, the whole point of a cleat is to grasp when there is mud or something else. So tell me real quick, why do you, when it's raining, why do you go to boots rather than the cleats when the whole point of a cleat is to grip in the mud? Dang it. I find that I can run faster in cleats, but they're not waterproof enough for me. Okay, well, that makes sense. Do you find that you slip more um, in the boots than you do in the cleats? Ben just avoids mud. Well, okay, well played. Except that you can't always help that. Eric wants to know what size shoe you wear.
Me?
Yeah.
It depends. 7.5 to 9.5.
7.5 to 9.5.
Depends on the shoe.
But Alex says it's about the same as far as grip. Okay, well, if it's the same as grip, then that's a true point. So if it's the same grip wise, then mainly why you go to cleats most of the time is just for speed. Is that right? And the mud jams up the spikes. Eric says he has a 10 in cleats that don't fit him.
But I would be an 8.5 in that. So no, I cannot. That is 10.5 in shoe.
No, it's 10, not 10.5.
Okay.
So it's a size and a half too big, is what you're saying?
It's 2 sizes too big.
2 sizes too big, but thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. I
But
guess I could wear big socks.
you could also just try them on and see what happens.
True.
So mainly mobility, okay. And that's kind of what I find with why I've never gone to a boot, whether it's been my tennis shoes or it's been my current cleats. I prefer them light. It allows me to run faster. Yeah, I feel lighter. My feet feel lighter, certainly. And I feel like I'm just more effective that way. Now, put paper in the toes? Eric, what?
To make his cleats fit me.
No, I understand that part, but what? Okay, so
Not the dumbest idea.
it's weird though.
But it's not necessarily a dumb idea.
Okay, so Luke, you are 100% boot. I know that. Eric, are you 100% boot, or do you sometimes switch? Hmm?
Is Coco on there?
Coco is not, no. Loki, you're very loud. I just want everyone to know that's my dog. I apologize for the noise. You're a very loud pup. Yes, you are.
What's today, the 13th?
Today is indeed the 13th. Congratulations for knowing that. You only have 2 minutes left at work.
No.
So Eric, you want to try cleats. If you can find any that fit. Okay, so you're not 100% boot. You're not anti-cleat by any means. That's what you currently use, but you're willing to try others. Is that right?
Baseball players are tall. You can find a baseball cleat. I know that doesn't really technically correlate with shoe size, but I'm sure that there's some baseball player out there that wears a 15.
I think he just means he needs to find a pair to borrow. I would assume. You love doggos? Is that a brand?
No, it's puppy. He's talking about the puppies. He's talking.
Oh, just dogs. Oh,
dogs.
okay. Okay, I'm with it. I follow along. I'm with it now.
I
I don't know where your phone is.
Well, I'm logging off. So I don't know.
We seem to have lost, I think, Luke and Ben. That's sad. So, because I was going to have Luke talk about why he chooses boots 100% of the time. Like, he's anti-cleat. You guys will see tomorrow when his interview comes out. He talks a little bit about why he chose one over the other. Ben, you're 100% boot.
No.
So we didn't lose Ben. I'm not sure who we lost because we're down to 2. So Ben, you're 100% boot. Tell me real quick why you're so boot. And are you anti-cleat or are you just boot? You're pretty.
Thank you.
Is the dog bothering the cat? Because I'm hearing
I don't
unhappy meows.
Who's the dog not bothering the cat?
He pretty much always is. the most protection. Is that most protection from paintballs or from the weather or just like all encompassing?
Benjamin. Asking if you can.
Oh, apparently, from everything. Okay. Well, that's true. So, like A Dog was saying, protects her from the weather. It protects her ankle from rolling. Um, it definitely protects from paintballs. I mean, I get shot. I've been shot in the ankle, and sometimes it can hurt. But the one I really remember is I think it wasn't the first day. I think it was the second time I'd ever worn these. Um, this front part right here is nice, is mesh. It's real thin. It lets a lot of air through, which I have sweaty feet, so that's really nice for me. Except that the day I wore these, this particular day, it was pretty chilly out. It wasn't cold, but it was pretty chilly, and I got shot in the toe right there. Oh boy, did it hurt! It really hurt. So steel toes at that point, like you wear, probably would have served me pretty well on that day. Um, but for me personally, steel toes specifically, so boots are heavier, but steel toes specifically are really heavy. Um, and waterproof socks. That sounds hot. That sounds real hot. But um, so steel toe boots I've worn in the past for work and things, and I just find them really heavy. Which is, obviously they have steel in the boot, and it is very good protection. But it's just I wouldn't be able to run the way I do. Um, I guess nowadays that I play pump and I'm not nearly as aggressive as I used to be, I could probably switch more easily. But when I'm that front player, when I'm running my E-Tech and I'm up front, it's just too heavy for me. I can't run that fast with those. But it doesn't bother you. Hey, if it goes for you, like I am not anti any of these, which is why I was saying at the beginning, I'm surprised at just how much controversy apparently there is. Um, and your socks are wicking. Hey, dog,
Yeah.
will you bring me a drink, please?
What do you want?
Surprise me. Alex says the only problem besides mobility I have with boots, mine are also steel toe, is that they basically never catch bounces. It screwed me over more than you'd think. Yes. So anyone who's played with me on any regular basis will tell you I have an issue with my foot positioning. Somehow I'm always sticking my foot out. I don't know why. Like every inch of me, I'm not a small person. I'm sure many of you've seen. I've got a belly. Um, I'm not a small person, but every inch of me behind that tree or whatever else. But somehow a little piece of my foot will be out, and I've gotten hit in the foot more than once. So um, I could see where the difference could be between a softer shoe and a harder shoe on that one. Thanks, love. Bye, Eric. Have fun practicing diving. It's wet out there, so be careful.
Diving as in snake diving or diving as in swim class diving?
That's a very good question, actually. Now that you bring that up, I'm going to assume swimming, because of the fact that it is raining outside. Um,
I don't think I'm being a swimmer. But
Same issue for a while, but it just started being more aware of my position. Yeah, I keep trying. No driving.
oh, driving, not diving. Driving.
Oh, it does say driving.
No.
Okay. Why does it say we only have one person in the chat when there's obviously at least two? I'm confused.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Where'd Luke go?
He left. He was here very, very momentarily and then left.
That's rude.
I think he was mad because he thought he was outnumbered, but he's not. Anyway,
Oh,
thank you, Alex, for correcting us on that one. um, so, yes, as far as the foot thing, I have definitely worked on it. I'm definitely a lot better now than I used to be, but I still apparently have trouble with my feet for some reason. I don't know. But A-Dog wants to know, Ben, if you're coming to D-Day on Saturday. See, I'm not alone. Alex is diving too.
Well, I obviously thought it was diving because I asked.
Well, that's because I said it,
Yeah, well, I looked at it while you said it, and I could have corrected you.
but then you didn't.
Loki, leave Ninja alone.
Stop screaming.
Okay.
He says he has to work.
Bill, he works. Does he really work at Insomnia Cookie? And if he does, can he bring me some cookies?
She wants to know if you truly work at Insomnia Cookie.
Yeah, that's what it says on his Facebook page.
And if
Pay
so,
attention.
will you please bring her cookies?
Loki, she doesn't want to play with you.
My poor cat is like 14 years old. She's very chillaxed. She just wants to lay around and sleep, cuddle, sit on the lap, be there. And then Loki is about 6 months old at this point, and he just wants to play with her. He doesn't want to eat her or anything. He just wants to play with her. But she old. She don't want to play. She doesn't mind that he's a dog. She actually grew up with dogs, but they fight because he wants to play. She doesn't. He says that he does, but he did not answer your cookie part. Your teeth are so gross right now because of that sandwich. It looks like you're either Heath Ledger from The Patriot or his girlfriend when she drinks the tea, or medieval times wench.
Don't I have the best husband in the world?
He says he can bring some cookies the next time he comes to TRP. Well, be sure to let her know then when that will be because she'll go just for the cookies.
I will go to anything for a cookie.
But look, my map fits. I'm very excited. This is the best fit I've ever had on it, so that's pretty cool. So basically, what I'm gathering here is that it kind of depends on. It seems like to me it kind of depends on your game style, or well, definitely what you're playing in. So, people that are playing in a wetter terrain like boots, and maybe necessarily more. Not necessarily back player, but like not front line player. And I know that's not 100% true because I know that's not true of you of all you guys necessarily. But from outside of this discussion, what I've heard, the front players usually like to have something really light that they can run. But definitely from this discussion, it sounds like weather is a big thing, or not necessarily weather, but like just terrain or weather where it comes down to either mud or water that you have to go through. So I was I was really surprised just how often, specifically Luke and Coco would banter about it. It was never something that really like seemed like a thing to me. Yeah, Corey would get in there too.
He wears steel toe.
It always just seemed like kind of a this is what I wear, no big deal. But apparently, some people are like gung ho about what footwear they wear. I don't know if that was good English. Footwear they wear.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You would still say, what underwear are you wearing or you wear?
He's still bothering the cat.
Well, what do you want me to do about him? He wants to play with her.
Separate them, I guess. I don't know. So I guess anyone watching this that decides whether they want boots or they want cleats, it sounds like to me it's going to depend on two things. One is
he just wants to look out the window, and he's in her space of being able to swat.
Oh, she's near him. Okay, yeah, that does it. So it comes down to two things. One is what terrain are you playing on? So if you're playing on a field that has turf, there's no turf, like it's probably a speedball. You're probably going to want cleats. Or if you're not even necessarily speedball, but hyperball or a really dry field, maybe a meadow or grassland. Well, thank you, Alex. He said I have a pretty dog, for anyone that didn't see it. You're going to want cleats. For anyone that's playing in, whether it be mud or on a creek area, like Three Rivers Paintball or Home Field has a couple of creeks that run right through it. One specific map is called Creek Field. Um, and in that particular, it's down in a ravine and it gets so muddy that I notice. So my cleats will dig into it and I can run really easily, but I do get my feet wet when I'm over on that field and I have to step real careful. You'll see either Coco or I, if we're on that field, we'll tend to like hop from log to log, trying to stay out of the mud. Um, yeah, so in that case, boots would definitely help me, but I personally find that boots will slow me down. So if you're the type of person who wants to book it all the way to the front of the line, um, probably cleats are going to work better for you. What do you say?
I'll say whatever makes you feel happy.
Whatever makes you feel happy.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about if someone was deciding what they should get,
Well, I
and
agree.
they don't want to sit there and decide which of them.
I agree that if you're gonna run and either transition from woods bones to speedball, that a cleat is probably better, considering that they make speedball or they make paintball cleats. Um, but if you're a sniper player and you're trying to find sneaky areas to hide in the woods, I feel a boot would be better for you. So I think it depends on the type of player you are.
That's exactly what I just said. Hashtag not sponsored. If you're looking at specifically cleats, I do actually recommend the HK Army Shredders. They are specifically designed for paintball by paintballers. I mean, HK Army is obviously a paintball company, but they're actually for cleats. They're surprisingly comfortable on.
Because you two can't get along with each other.
On any flat surface like concrete or gravel, or when you're out of the field
like that happy face you
getting
have.
ready to go onto the field, these are more comfortable than like a baseball cleat would be.
Take her.
Hello, kitty cat. Ninja, say hello to YouTube.
You sit. Sit. Lay down. Stay.
Lol, she said sniper player. Did you say sniper player?
Yeah, I said sniper player.
Well, Alex thinks that's funny.
I'm funny.
This is Ninja. She's my little kitty cat. She is 6 pounds 6 ounces, and her son, who my sister has, is
13 pounds.
Yeah, he's.
I know. I think he might
more
be
than
18 pounds.
He's more than twice her weight. I don't know how she popped him out of there, but there you have it. I don't know how he fit in there. So yeah, hashtag not sponsored. HK Army, Army Shredders. I think they're pretty good. I would recommend them. They're not expensive either. So if you end up hating them, it wouldn't it wouldn't make or break you.
Didn't you get them on sale too?
You
bought them on from NAF.
It
was your birthday or Christmas
yeah,
present.
but I don't think they were on sale. I think I got free shipping because I bought enough stuff. Is I think what it was. I tried to buy them at Ion. Hashtag sponsored tonight. I wish. Hey, get that started. That'd be awesome.
She's so upset right now.
But I tried to buy them, or at least look at them. I wanted to try them on when I was at Ion because they have a whole lot of vendors and things there. And apparently I was just too late. So HKMR did have a tent and they did have shredders. But by the time I got there Sunday afternoon, they were all gone and I couldn't try any on, which was really disappointing because I had decided I wanted to at least try them, but everyone said that they run small. So I was like, well, crap, what size do I get then? Because some people said they ran one size too small and other people said they ran a size and a half or 2 sizes too small. So I kind of lucked out. I think I probably should have gone the half size up. But I'll keep that in mind for when I need new ones. These ones are still fine. But as far as boots go, sounds like you guys like steel toe boots. So if you're ever looking to get something as in the boot section, sounds like steel toe is pretty agreed upon. You had motion like you were going to say something.
I was gonna say something. I wear baseball socks, if that matters. Not baseball cleats, but baseball socks.
Baseball socks. Well, Ben wears waterproof socks.
That's fancy. My
I didn't even know that existed, but he has them.
my baseball socks are free. That's why I wear them.
Yeah, for free shit.
All right.
Don't need steel toe, just something waterproof. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, if you're gonna go boot, like if you're gonna go boot, do it right.
I don't know what you think you're kicking. Still true.
Trees, stumps, logs.
Are you really kicking a tree and a stump along? No, you're placing your foot on them to use as a bunker.
Well, how many logs have you tripped over?
Numerous, but I've never hurt my toe because I tripped over them.
Right. Anyway, so if you're gonna go boots, do it right. Get a waterproof boot, at least, if not a steel toe, because the whole point of that boot is, I assume, for those who wear them, like I said earlier, to get through that terrain, get through that mud or water or whatever it is
But
that you're
then you
running
should
through.
also get ones that support your ankle if you're running through wooded
Are
terrain.
there boots that don't support ankles?
I like this isn't supporting your ankle.
But that's not a boot. That is a hiking tennis shoe. Now, here, speaking of ankles, so here's something that I definitely noticed personally. I think it's part of the reason I've never personally worn a boot is because of what she's talking about with ankle support. Um, so if you have weak ankles, or if you're clumsy, or if you fall over a lot, like A Dog does, you want
I don't
something.
have anything weak on me. Thank you very much. I hate you.
You know, that tall ankle with the support will help you stand up straighter and not kind of keel over on the side or trip or roll your ankle or anything of that nature, which I can definitely see being helpful. I know I've hurt my ankle on the field, never too badly, thankfully, but I have hurt it. But with the cleats and even the tennis shoes, it gives my ankle the mobility to, turn and twist in probably ways I shouldn't be doing that. But like when you're, for instance, I know Coco, when he's in the snake on a speedball field, and this is true of anyone that runs snake, you really have to like get down into weird positions, or if I'm behind a low structure.
Hashtag Coco single, ladies.
What?
You said, and then he had to get into weird positions. I'm just saying that Coco's single and deserves a good lady. Are you looking at me like that? Do you want me to leave?
Okay, so what I was saying was hashtag ladies for Coco. It allows me
Alex.
to like kind of keep my feet flatter, and then so if my feet are like this, then my body can go like that, and my feet can stay flat. That way, if I need to run real fast, I still have the foot on there to grip and go. With boots, because of the high ankle, I don't think you can do that as easily. You probably still can, or if you can at all, you figure out whatever works for you. But I know that was something that I've thought about in the past. I don't know. Do you boot wearers find that you have less mobility in tight places, or specifically low bunkers where you kind of have to get on your side? We've got all the hashtags today. What is that dog doing? Oh, we're back up to 4. Luke might have come back.
Well, everybody's on his side.
Oh no, we went back down to 2. I don't know how that happened. Okay, but Luke is here. Um, those are my favorite bunkers after towers. I assume you mean row low ones that you kind of have to squash behind. And by towers, do you mean just any stand-up bunker, or is there a specific type of like an actual big tower? Just stand up. Okay. Yeah, I like standing up behind bunkers too. Um, so I don't know if this is odd or not, but I actually will usually, almost always, I will choose a tree over a bunker if I can. If there's a big enough tree there, I would rather stand behind a tree than behind a bunker. Um, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but that's how I go. Because for a couple of reasons. One, they are stand up, and I do prefer stand up because I can move more easily. I can run, and then with a tree, I can run either way. So if you're behind a stand up bunker, but it's kind of like an L shape or anything, you can't necessarily go that way. You have to go the other way. With a tree, I can go anyway. You can also wrap around it and use it as protection because it's a circle. And then I was going somewhere else. What else did I say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, you can ghost walk them because they're so tall. They offer protection farther away, so you can come up behind it and use it as if they can't see you, they can't shoot you. So I use it for that a lot.
That never stopped that
How
guy from
how
hitting
short
me.
are you, or how small? How fairly small are you?
Me or you?
Not you, Alex. 5'6". Oh, that's pretty. I mean, it's not like
Oh,
terribly
he's a
small.
fairly small. I
Yeah,
thought he was asking a question.
no, yeah, that's not terribly small, but it's fairly small.
Well,
Luke, are you still
Corey, it's
here?
Corey, right? Corey's 5'6", wasn't he? He's 5'6".
I think so. 6'2".
Yeah, he's tall.
You're a giant.
6'2" is a giantism.
No, I'm almost 6 foot, so you're not like obnoxiously tall. You're tall though. Okay, Luke came and went again. I was going to ask him why because like I said, he's not just boot. He's anti cleat, which again you'll see in the interview tomorrow. Although I think I cut most of it out because it was just kind of banter back and forth. But I asked him because he's trying to get more into speedball, and I said, "Well, what are you going to do when you're playing on when you're playing speedball? You're going to keep with your boot because I'm not sure it's going to work because I've never once seen a speedballer, an actual speedballer, wear boots for all the things that we've talked about. You're not anti anything. Are you sure about that? You work at a cookie shop, so I'm pretty sure you might be anti not cookie. Yeah,
Not if they blend their cookies with brownies.
he's anti cookielessness, anti Crocs, Crocs as in the shoe,
Or
or
the animal.
or the animal.
Loke,
Yes,
no, babe.
so both of them. Hmm. The shoe, and then Ben, you're anti junk. Junk as in like space junk, like Han Solo space junk. He was a nerf herder. What didn't she call him some sort of junk too? I don't remember.
You're asking the wrong person.
That's true. I need John. Where's John?
Not watching.
Space junk is bad too.
Because he doesn't care.
That's true. Stupid John. Stupid John. Junk products. Yeah, I can see that. Well, anyway, that's I guess kind of off on a weird thing. Potato chips? What does that have to do with anything?
Junk products, as in junk food.
No, no, no. I'm correct me if I'm wrong here, Ben, but I assume he means like badly built anything.
He works at a cookie place. I'm sure he puts potato chips in his cookies.
Huh?
It's a thing.
That's the weirdest thing.
It's a thing, though.
If I catch you putting potato chips in a cookie, I will hurt you.
They do it at a Good Lovin'. They make it's potato chips, pretzels, they think caramel and chocolate chips.
Weird.
Things made to fail.
Yeah, like I said, badly made stuff. Alex, any word on Ion yet? And Ben, hey, you're more than welcome to come with us. I encourage it. Ion is July 13, 14, and 15 up at Skirmish. 4,000 players. Come on down. But while I'm waiting for those responses, so tomorrow I'm recording the interview for my special guest that I'm very excited about. Still not going to announce who it is until I actually record it. That way I don't get everyone like, oh, that's going to happen. And then it falls through for whatever reason. But once the interview actually starts and I'm talking to him, I will make the announcement of who that will be, and I'll probably put that one up late next month. But I'm pretty excited about it. You all will know who it is. The Kool-Aid Man, that would be very interesting. That would be an interesting interview, although I'm not sure that the Kool-Aid Man plays paintball, so I'm not sure it'd be relevant. Michael, Sir SN? Or what's Sir SN's name? Yeah, okay. So that is, okay.
When are we discussing Ion?
Well, I figured closer to Ion after D-Day kind of thing. But so the preparations for Ion have started. Our minds are still mostly on D-Day, which is 3 days away at this point. Ion is about a month away, so it's a little farther in our minds. But because it's so big, there is a lot of preparation work. And awesome news for A-Dog. Everyone give her a big round of applause. #badass right here. She is acting XO for Mayhem Company because the usual XO Chris can't go because I forget, he has a wedding or something, right?
He's getting married, and that's their honeymoon.
Oh, he's getting
getting married.
So that's like a pretty legitimate reason to not be there. So she is going to be our company XO, which means she'll have somewhere around 75 people under her command, which pretty darn good. I am going to be the platoon leader for a particular part of. I don't want to give too much away in case, because we're not supposed to discuss it. They get very, very touchy about telling stuff. So I'm a platoon leader. Let's just say that of Mayhem Company. So technically, I'm under her. That's for sure.
That's how you like it, though.
She's my boss. You're dirty.
I am. That's okay.
But
we only have 2 people who are watching.
It's basically the same position I had last year, tweaked a little bit. We have more people now, so that's a little different. But yeah, like awesome. So our company commander messaged me, and he basically said that she was someone he was considering to do it. And I said, well, I know she would do it. I don't know if she'd want to do it. And then a couple of days later, he messaged her, and she was like, sure, I'll boss stand around. That's basically what you said, right?
See, now there's more pressure, though, because it's D-Day, and I like to now call myself Queen of D-Day. But if we win Ion on Saturday.
You mean D-Day?
Yeah, D-Day. Sorry. If we win D-Day, then for this year, I am perfect for D-Day.
So we better win Ion.
So if we lose Ion and I'm acting XO, that's a lot of pressure.
That is a lot.
It's a lot of pressure that I put myself in.
Good job, love.
I know, right?
Now, I made a decision the other day about the D-Day scenarios that we do. So we do D-Day every year, and we do Ion every year. And this year we had World War II as well. Same
Lots
thing,
of
Ion.
D-Day. Lots of World
We're
War II.
always the bad guys. That's how our team works. We're just pretty much always the bad guys. But I would like to try running out of the boats as an American. I think that would be fun. So I've decided that if we win Ion specifically, I'll probably be on the Allied team next year just to try it.
What if we lose?
If we lose, I think I want to end. I want to switch after a high note. So if we lose, I'll probably stay German. And more than likely, see, I'm really comfortable with who we work with. I really like our team at Ion. I love Mayhem Company, but I just really want to try it. So more than likely, I'll switch for 1 year and then go back to Germans.
I was dead. I wouldn't let you.
I don't know what that means. How would he stop me? And then we were talking about if we win on this weekend at D-Day, is she going to be general again next year? And she hasn't quite decided yet. And I said, well, we could be American generals. You know, she could command America instead, and then we could run other boats. Plus, switch it up. You know, show that we're more versatile than just the one team. So that's a possibility. That's the first public announcement of that one. Ooh, big things happening today.
It all depends on what happens on Saturday.
So you're giving some free advertisement here to P3.
I'm sorry. It's the shirt that I decided to wear.
Well, anyway, in regards to your 50-50,
I got the shirt for free though, so
really, really try to make it. I think you'll love it, honestly, because like I said, last year there were 4,111 people. If you come and you want to join Mayhem, which I know you said you would, you'll be directly under A-Dog's command. And with the type of player I know you are, you'll probably be under my command too, again, without giving anything away. But yeah, it's a great time. So I know it's not a close drive. I think I remember it being like 4 hours for you, maybe a little under that, from Pevs. I don't know where you live compared to that, but for us, it's almost 5, depending on travel time, like how fast you drive or traffic and things. It's a little under 5, but it really is worth it. So I really hope that you can make it, and if you can bring Michael too, great. Honestly, he'll have a good time too. Plus, this year there's only the 2 of us going from Dunedain. And I mean, not that I've ever played with you in person, but I watch your videos enough to know kind of how you play. So it'd be really nice to have people under me that I at least know the play style of somewhat. Because last year there were 5 of us. The year before that there were 4 of us. So there was kind of a group that we could work together with more personally than the company in general. But this year with only the 2 of us, and then she's going to be commanding, so like I can't even count on her for that either.
I'm the command bros. I'm sure that too. No, are they Americans? Do we know what they're doing?
Who?
The command bros.
Command bros are on Germans because
Wolf
is on German. They are well, I'll tell you afterward, but okay. I know where they'll be for the landing anyway. Alex, did I send you the video, the 2016 video? If not, I'll show you the link.
Well, we're in the 2017. Aren't we in some guys 2017?
We are in some videos. You can see us. We're not featured in them by any means, but I don't know if anyone on here watches. For Ion, watches Master Roshi XX or XX Master Roshi XX. His home field is skirmish, but last year for Ion, he for the landing he saw us a whole lot. We're on there a lot. That's a good question. Why are there no mosquitoes at Disney World? But yeah, the Ion video. Oh, I did send it to you. Okay. Well, if not, if you didn't see it, let me send it to you anyway.
It just is good music.
I do appreciate the music. That's like half of the reason I like it.
Why don't you just copy
There it is.
and paste
That's
it
what I was
for
looking.
YouTube.
That's what I was looking for. And paste. So there you have it. That's my favorite video. There are other ones as well. Oh, that's probably the one I sent you then because I really like it. It's got good music. The one from last year, you're at Universal and there's no mosquitoes there either. So I was looking at YouTube and there was a video. I follow a guy called Rob Plays. He talks Disney stuff all the time. And his video for this week is why are there no mosquitoes at Disney World? So Universal probably does the same thing that Disney does as far as their mosquito population.
Invisible.
But anyway, so yes, please come. I really think you'll have a lot of fun. But let me know ASAP, not because like you have to come or whatever, but because we can set aside room for you at our campsite to make sure that you can, be with us, be with not necessarily us, but like Mayhem in general. It's nice to, first of all, we're in a good location. We're right next to the spawn, but also it's nice to be with your team. So we'll make sure we set aside room for you if you guys are going to come.
And if you're just going to go up randomly, it's like a 20-minute walk from
Yeah.
the campsite.
The first year we went
to the spawn point.
Depending on where we were, yeah, because we got there pretty late, fairly late on Friday. I think by the time Ray and I got there, it was like 4 p.m., which compared to most people was actually pretty late. And so we just parked in the first available spot. We didn't know what we were doing. It was our first year there. And it literally took 20 minutes to walk from where we were parked or from where we camped to the spawn point. And then, once you're on the field, it can take you an hour to walk where you need to go. But last year we parked with Mayhem Company and we were literally right next to the spawn. Like it took 30 seconds to walk there. Oh, hotel? No. I mean, like, do what you got to do. But
people do that though? Don't a lot
some people do that. But the camping is free. I have a tent for you if you need a tent. I can give you a tent. And we have our big community tent. It's like 20 by 10. And that's where most of our staging and stuff will happen. You're welcome, everybody on Mayhem Company, for getting that. But anyway, so Eric is back. How was diving? Is the pool cold? Bye, Ben.
Bye, Ben.
We're closing up here soon anyway, so you won't miss anything. Driving. No, you went diving. I read it.
There are no showers.
Yes. So, Alex, as far as showers go, I don't want to get too far into because that's going to take a whole video. But basically,
there's no showers
there's
and
no
it's
real,
not cold.
Yeah, there's no real showers. It's not cold. Well, the one year was chilly. It was not cold, but it was chilly.
It's July in the Poconos.
Yeah, then last year it was
summer.
really hot. It was really, really hot. So, diving lessons don't start till August. But if you want to take showers, there are plenty of people that bring a portable shower, which is just like a bladder that heats in the sun, and then it has a little tube on the bottom, and
they had one of those the first year we were there.
A whole bunch of people did all the time.
The fact that people bring televisions and other things, yes. There's no time for that.
People literally bring refrigerators and lawnmowers, and they'll be there for the whole week.
Didn't someone have a hot tub the first year? I swear somebody had a hot tub.
I don't know about that part, but anyway, I don't want to take too much away from a whole nother video discussing that. But me personally, I just go the weekend without a shower. I mean, you're out on the field anyway. It's not like
there's no time for showers.
Yeah, there's not really time for it. But even if there's time for it, and you like,
bring some wet wipes.
It's just like, why bother? Now, once you're done, before you head home, your 4-hour drive, yeah, it kind of sucks, I guess. But whatever. I don't really care. I'm out running around all day. I don't really want to take the time to shower anyway. I just want to sit down in my chair and relax. So tomorrow comes out. These are my closing notes. So if you have anything you want to go over, send it in right now to the message board. But otherwise, I'm going to do my closing notes. Tomorrow, our interview with Luke comes out. He is our youngest team member because Eric, you're 17, right? I believe you turned 17 like last month or something, 2 months ago. So Luke's our youngest team member. His interview comes out tomorrow. Um, and then, oh, you're still 16? Well, anyway,
He
then maybe
turned.
you might be the you if
I
you
think
just turned 16, so I think you're the youngest player. So he's the second youngest. But anyway, the point is that his interview comes out tomorrow, and then also tomorrow should be the interview with the special guest I'm super excited about.
Are you releasing that on a special date? Or are you doing it?
It'll be sometime next month. But once it happens, once I officially do the interview, I will release the name, and it's going to be very exciting. I think you're all gonna like it. Um, and D-Day's in just a couple of days. Well, cool. You're absolutely welcome and encouraged to do so.
No one will stop you from getting a hotel.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll laugh at you, but whatever.
There are people who get hotels, but it's a gargantuan party essentially on Thursday and Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, that's true too. That is something to keep in mind is that there's a lot of stuff that happens Thursday night, Friday night, and even Saturday night. It's like a big party, and so if you go to a hotel, if you again, if you want to go to a hotel, that's your choice. But and nothing against that, but you will miss out on a lot of like just like partying and good times. Last year we hung out by the bonfire and just had a good time. Although technically you're not supposed to have a bonfire, but whatever. There's not supposed to be fireworks either, and yet there always are. Um, but yeah, so the special interview will be tomorrow. I'll release the name once it actually happens, in case anything goes wrong. Um, and D-Day is this weekend, so next week there may or may not be footage from that, depending on how editing goes. You stay for the party after your shower. Well, hey, more power to you. Do what you got to do. But any closing notes from you, dearest?
No.
No. Well, anyone watching this later, don't forget that on Saturday, the 16th, at Three Rivers Paintball in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is Dave Days, German General, winner, chicken dinner, and her lovely XO with the beautiful face. See, between her beautiful body and my beautiful face, we make a whole beautiful person.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Is this a yes or a no on diving?
He said that he's diving in August, and
he wants me to do the diving with him. Eric, that is something that we will discuss at a future time, but my answer probably will be no. Not that I have anything against diving per se. I just don't like committing to things. I also don't like saying no either, because that's kind of a commitment in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel so special. Because you committed to me, so I guess I'm special.
No, you committed to me. I committed to your ass. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
It was part of my vows.
Yeah, I
know. All right. Well, anyone have any closing notes? Or if not, that's it. We're going to leave it to it for the week. Give it a moment for the lag to catch up here. Expect a text later about diving. All right. Well, then, everyone, thanks for joining. Making my dog do a trick. I don't know. Oh, he's taking a nap. Sleeping. Do you really want me to wake him up? Because he's taking a nap.
He's real just knocked out to the world.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, let's see here. Move that chair right there.
He opened his eyes.
Look, he's sleeping in his little tent
his little
there.
Puppy tent. See, he's ready to go camping.
He may or may not come with us on Saturday because we're having trouble finding a doggy sitter. So he may end up coming with us to D-Day. Ion, I'm thinking no, because I don't want to leave him in the tent the whole weekend, basically. What a good boy. Yeah, he's about 85% a good dog. But anyway, Alex, if you have more questions about Ion, feel free to message me and we can talk. about it. I feel free to ask any questions away, and I'll try to give you honest answers. But I really think you should come, Eric. I expect a text from you about apparently diving. But everyone have a good night, and we'll see you next week.